This is Turd Flinging Monkey for TFM News. I'm going to be responding to an article in Heat Street called War on College Men, Fraternity Supports Women, Feminists Freak Out by Emily Zanotti. So this happened in Northwestern University. So there's a fraternity that tried to pander to the feminists on campus. Now I sympathize with the men who are attending university because you are in the belly of the beast. This fraternity, these guys in this fraternity, thought they'd do the quote-unquote right thing. So it was Campus Sexual Assault Awareness Month. You didn't know that, did you? But now you know. Now it's Campus Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So this fraternity decided to hang sheets outside their fraternity house. They read things like AXA supports survivors. This is everyone's problem. Feminist slogans. Now you'd think this would earn them, I don't know, a thank you? A pat on the back? But of course, feminists turned on the fraternity for daring to speak out against campus sexual assault. The article reads, quote, "But apparently simply recognizing sexual violence as a problem and informing your fellow students about the dangers of campus sexual assault, something campus feminists have been exhorting and in some ways extorting from fellow college students to do ad nauseum, is not enough to silence the clamoring harpy hordes. Campus feminists published an op-ed chastising the fraternities for their lack of self-awareness and daring to address a rampant problem head-on, and calling the banners nothing more than a cruel reminder that fraternities are cesspools of male privilege and impropriety. Activists even gave interviews to Northwestern student newspaper, quote, to display a banner saying that we support survivors. It's really something you have to do by actually walking the walk, unquote, one student told the Daily Northwestern. Unfortunately, the fraternities were punished for even taking the first steps. And worse, Northwestern's Interfraternity Council actually issued an apology for the signs, taking full responsibility for not being cognizant of the signs' implications. The council even committed to a long-term education plan. They never make the mistake of attempting to address societal ills in a productive manner ever again. But that also might not be enough. The student who spoke to the Daily Northwestern suggested a full-on fraternity reprogramming. Quote, it's a matter of focusing on the kind of culture change that needs to happen for any sort of banner like that to not be ultimately hypocritical, unquote. So that's all the article I'm going to read. So these guys thought they'd do the right thing, and by being supportive, they were chastised and beaten up by the feminists. Here's the deal, guys. It doesn't matter what you do. Women in general, but especially feminists, don't say what they mean, they say what gets them results. Feminists don't want equality. They never did. They want the perks that came with being a man without any of the responsibility. That's not equality. And when feminists talk about rape and sexual assault, they're not actually talking about actual rape and sexual assault. You know, like a guy pulls a knife on a woman and holds her down in a back alley and rapes her. See, in the feminist utopia, in their vision, the man is at the woman's complete mercy every step of the way. What they want is for when a man and a woman have sex, the man has to fear for his life that the woman's going to accuse him of rape the next day, the next week, the next decade. And she has no responsibility. It's all encapsulated by this poster, which has been floating around the internet, which warns men that if they're drunk and they have sex with a woman who's drunk, they have committed rape, even though they're both drunk. So when a man has sex with a woman and they're both drunk, the woman is a rape victim and the man is a rapist. You really just have to stop paying attention to these guys on these university campuses. Just stop. Stop paying attention to what feminists are saying. They don't actually mean any of it. They just want power over men. The whole yes means yes thing is about having power over men. They want to be able to blackmail or extort or get anything they want from a man by holding the threat of a false rape allegation over him. Ultimately, the solution is to just stop listening to feminists. Stop listening to women. So if you happen to be going to university and you see these feminists doing their bullshit and your fraternity talks about, oh, we should show our support and we should prove that we're not this and that, I just want you to remember 5 simple words. Shut up, I don't care. Just remember those 5 simple words whenever a feminist starts yelling at you about anything. Privilege this, or white this, or male this. Just say these 5 magical words, "Shut up, I don't care," and then walk away. There's nothing for you to gain by being in that conversation. There's nothing for you to gain by engaging with feminists on any level. And as they take over the universities and drive men out of university, those universities are going to go bankrupt. It's a microcosm of society at large. As women take hold of any organization, they just destroy it from the inside by driving the men away. The men roll out and it collapses because women aren't worth shit. It's all just a microcosm of what's going to happen to society at large. And it will only end when men decide they've had enough. When they say these 5 magic words, "Shut up, I don't care." When men have collectively had enough, when they collectively tell feminists and women, "Shut up, I don't care," the problem will solve itself. And that's all I have to say. This is Turd Flinging Monkey signing off.